Hi Year 10, I hope you're all safe and well. I just thought I'd make a video for you for anyone who's still struggling with the booklet and just go through it and hopefully it helps. Okay, so we're going to look at this step by step. First of all, can I just thank you if you've emailed me at all, and if you've not gotten in touch just yet, then it's not too late. You know, we know that everyone's going to have different circumstances. It's not too late for you to say, I've not started yet, I don't know what I'm doing. You won't be in trouble if you want to let me know that you are struggling. You know, it's as everyone keeps on saying, unprecedented times. So all we want to do is help you get to where you should be, okay? There's no judgment, just let's give it a shot, okay? So, first of all then, there's only really one thing that you need, which is a device that can access the internet and take photographs. That might be a phone, it might be a tablet, it might be a combination. You might have a laptop and a phone, you might be lucky and have a camera. As long as you can take pictures and access the internet, that is all you need, okay? So I'm going to start off, and the links will be in the description, by just reminding you of where you can find the blog, okay? So again, I'll put a link to this in the description. So I'm just typing in Ashfield School Photography GCSE.blogspot.com. Okay, I think that's right. You should also be able to access this via Show My Homework. If you've not had a look on Show My Homework yet, then please do. Okay. So looking on the blog here, we can see there's lots of different things for you to access. What you're going to need is Project 3, okay, mock assessment, artists, and mock assessment booklet. These two things from July the 3rd and January the 6th. That's what you need, okay? The question that I've probably been asked the most at this point is, where should I start? People are finding it difficult, I think, without that guidance from us to know where to begin with this. And this is why I'm making this video, to hopefully try and help you. So the thing that you need to try and do is have a look at the artists if you've not done anything yet, okay? Now, as you see, Mr. Webster's made this in his usual style. The important thing is that you are reading it carefully, okay? So choose one starting point. So the whole project is based off only one of these, okay? It says use your booklet to help you. That's the other thing we'll look at in a second, okay? And the first thing you need to do is pick one of these numbers and a title. So we've got texture, and there's links here to take you to the artist websites. Now, just because the artists are here, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can only use these artists. So we'll look at the artists, and you can see straight away the first three are all about texture, okay? And then it moves on to the second one, and the way you can tell the difference is they are numbered. Number 1 texture, number 1 texture, etc. Number 2 discarded items, number 2 discarded items. So they're different artists for the same starting point. Messages is a good one, I think, one of my favourites personally. Elements of landscape and portraiture. Now, I'm aware some of these have got editing in, and not all of you are going to have the ability to edit at home. I don't want you to worry about this, okay? We'll do what we need to sort it out once we're back in school, but for now, you really just need to be focusing on the photographs themselves, the artists, and choosing which one you want to go for. So as I said previously, just because these are the artists here, that doesn't mean you need to choose those artists, okay? So I think probably out of all of these, some of the best ones are number 1, of texture. That's really easy for most people to do, even in the current situation, because every single thing has got texture on it. And messages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab. Say I didn't want to use any of those artists, and I'm just going to type into Google texture photography. Okay, and straight away if I go on images, I'm going to be hit with lots of different types of texture. Now usually these are really close up, they're really zoomed in things, which is easy to do if you've got a smartphone. Okay, so say that I see one of these pictures that I like, you can see often a lot of the times the websites underneath might be helpful, might not be helpful. For example, this one, if I like this one, it says Lucy Shire's photography. So I could click on this and it will take me probably to the artist website. And she seems to have an entire section on texture. Look at this beautiful peeling. Oh, what a fantastic artist. Wasn't on the exam paper, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the title, okay? So say that I wanted to do one of the other ones, I would literally just do the same thing. I would type in whatever the title was, so let's say messages, photography. Oh, I've spelt wrong. Look, I can't even spell anymore. I'm just forgetting how to spell. So some of these are done in terms of messages written on the body. Some of these are done in terms of quotes put on top of pictures. You know, a lot of the time these can be really powerful. These can have meaning to them. Some ones just photograph signs. If you're doing daily walks, something you could do is just photograph signs. Okay, so that's the first thing. The first thing is to have a look at the artists. And I want you to choose 3 artists, because those 3 artists will be what you're responding to with your pictures, okay? So say you picked a photographer that takes pictures of signs, what would you do? You would take pictures of signs. How many? 24 as a rough guide, but it is a guide, okay? You could do more, you could do less. What we don't want you to do is just have 2 or 3 pictures. So if you can, take more. More is better, because you can then select which ones you want to use rather than not having a choice because you've only done 1 or 2. Okay. The next thing is looking at what you then do with that information. Well, if you've got access to a computer, you could do research on those artists in the usual way. So it says in the booklet, and it tells you here, look, all the different exam questions. It says in the booklet different things that you can do for your starting point. So the first thing is choose a starting point. And then if you have access to PowerPoint, if you have access to a computer, you can do the research. Okay, research on the 3 artists. That's as it normally would be, a little bit of information about them, some pictures of their work, a report if you can do one. If you can't, don't worry, just write their names down, make sure that you know what they do, because then when you take the pictures, you'll know what you're doing. And ideally, you want to have 3 different photo shoots, because that will put you in really good stead for when we're back at school. If you don't have access to equipment, please email me, let me know. There might be something we can do about that. I don't want anybody to be struggling without letting us know, okay? Because we will do our best to support you if you let us know. Okay, take care, guys. If I get some more questions through, I will do some more videos to help you and respond to the questions I get, okay? Take care, stay safe.